And this could get real tedious, okay? But it also can just, you don't even have to think about it, folks. You can just sit here and draw and chill and let your worries go away. Now, if I want to, I can create, I'm going to go ahead and finish this all the way up. But look what else I can do. I've got the stippling over here. I can put some of that stippling in here. I can actually put some of this stippling in the background of this to make this show up better, or to make this whole pattern itself a little bit darker by putting a few more bits of black in there. Don't really see those circles with the stippling, so guess what I'm going to do? I don't really see them much, so I'm going to go ahead and put in, I'm going to go ahead and fill them in dark, and I'm going to make the outlines of these triangles just a little bit bolder, and then all of a sudden, look guys, we've got a pretty cool thing happening here. I want to be able to see those shapes, but I like the idea of it not being super light. I mean, it was fine the way it was, and I could have left it that way. But I wanted to explore another idea, so that's what we're doing. Putting in some stippling because I've got stippling here, and I kind of needed to put some stippling in up here. So if you're doing this correctly, guys, it's going to be hard for me to stop. I get going, and you know how that is. I won't stop. I just keep on going and going and going because I love art so much. So I'm going to fill in these. I'm going to make this a little darker. A little bit more variety. Make this a little darker. A little fatter. There we go. Make that a black dot, a black dot, and a black dot. Good. Stipple, 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 stipple. Okay, so this is an example of a pattern. It's not trying to look like a texture of any sort. It's not looking like a tree. It's not looking like the fur on an animal. It is just little motifs. And look, it's actually so much darker now. It gives me kind of a middle value. It's not dark, dark like this. This is a pretty light value, and this is a pretty light value. So what I would need to do is with this next pattern, or this next texture that I would put in here, I probably should make it be darker instead of lighter. And I'm going to see. I'm going to leave a little bit of white here because I have addressed my background. I've put something in the background. And having some white in there is perfectly okay as long as you have figured out what, we're going to try something. We're going to decide if we want to, do we want to leave a white space? Or are we going to go all the way? Oops, I kind of made it impossible for us to keep that as an option by scribbling in so far. Oh, guess what? Never mind. I already filled those in, so that kind of answers that. We'll go ahead and fill that little thing in, but I could have left a white space if I'd thought about it sooner. But that looks cool too. So, all right, guys. If you have questions, don't forget that I am only an email away. deltastateart@gmail.com. And I hope you're having fun with your sketchbook project. It certainly doesn't require a whole lot of thought. It just requires a little bit of effort. And hopefully you're all willing to put in the effort to do a good project. Remember that you need to have a variety of line weights. Don't forget that. So even if you have just a Sharpie and a black pen, that's okay. Those were on your supply list at the beginning of the year. Now, whether or not y'all got them or not, you know, a gel pen is awesome. This is the one I use, which is a 10. And I'm able to get, you know, some really tiny lines. We can get some thick lines, and then we can also have giant thick lines. So this is looking pretty cool. So work on it a little bit every day for this week. And then I want you to send me a picture of one or both. I would prefer both, but if you're having problems with trying to get pictures, I kind of understand that. I'm learning as I'm an old lady, and technology is totally new to me. So, last thing I was going to show you now. I actually, you know, I'm stopping so that you guys can carry on, but I do want to show you one other thing. Your sketchbook is a place for you to kind of put things that you're gonna be drawing. You're gonna be doing a lot of things over the next couple of weeks in this little book. But I've got this page here, and I can't really put anything on it because of the Sharpie that goes through. But that doesn't mean I can't use this as kind of an inspiration page. And so I'm going to show y'all, I have been saving, these are some Irish post, this is 2 Irish post stamps and an Irish, what do you call that, a cancellation mark. And I've been saving them, but they've really and truly kind of been in the way because they're so tiny. So I could take, at this point, I could take some tape and just tape these things in right here. This one came from Galway, which I guess y'all know my tour of Ireland got canceled. But we're going to do it next May, supposedly. We shall see. So I can just tape these in on this back page. And they're out of my way. I don't have to worry about losing them anymore. Here we go. Just leave them there. And then when, you know, I get ready to do the next page, you know, I just know that this is going to be saved for a few little treasures that I'm going to tape down, things that I thought were inspirations. Because I wanted to do a project. I want to do a mixed media project and incorporate and use these things. But I don't want to forget I have them. So this way I know I've got them. I know where they are. And I'm not going to glue them because I need them for when I do the project. I'm going to lift them off of here and put them in the project. You might find a picture that you really like. If you're, you know, cruising through and you see something on Facebook or whatever and you want to save it, you might want to print it out and always be able to see it. You can put it right there, and every time you open your sketchbook, there it'll be. All right, guys, that is it for now. Hopefully, y'all are putting textures in one hand and patterns in another and exploring a few interesting things and having some fun. So I will talk to y'all later.